Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Oh gosh, I feel like I need to lie down. We were a bit late with all of our timings today and Jasmine has only just gone down for her nap. So yeah, that's why I'm late. But I'm here now and we are going to be making the Elm T-shirt, which is this. La la la. So this is from our Poppy and Jazz collection. This is the pattern. You can buy it printed or you can get it as a download. And at the moment our Easter sale is on, so you can get 25% off either the printed pattern or the PDF pattern. I haven't got links to the sale. Hi guys. Yeah, I haven't got any of the Sew Over It team here today with me, so I can't put a link into the sale or link to anything whilst I'm chatting, but you can find all the details on our Instagram, which is Sew Over It London. Anyway, it's on at the moment. So yes, we're going to be making the little Elm T-shirt today. I'm going to make one for Jazzy and I. Oh, bless Lorianne, thank you. Lorianne's been buying lots of patterns. So yeah, and I'm wearing the Audrey top as well, which we made together the first sew along that we did. So I kind of thought I should put something T-shirty on. I also wanted to bring this, because if anyone's new to Sew Over It and is watching this, if you want to make a matchy version, we've got the Bilberry T-shirt, which is an adult T-shirt for women. So you could make yourself one and then make them a matching one. Right, so before I start, yes, the pattern can be bought. There isn't a link below because I didn't get a chance to do that, but you can find our Poppy and Jazz patterns on our website. And it's one of many. We have a collection now of about, I think about 14 now, 10 of which are available in print. Oh, we've got an NHS nurse here. Hi, Sue. Hello, thank you. I love that you're doing this on your day off. Having you some much needed you time, I hope. Right, I didn't cut anything out because I have been racing around doing this, which I haven't yet edited, but I made a little Easter bunny for Jasmine and I filmed it so that you guys can have a go yourselves if you know anyone who might want a little bunny. I've just pinned the ears, but they're like floppy ears. Woohoo! I made a little dress. So that's Jasmine's Easter bunny, and that's a little Easter special video that I've filmed and I'm going to get up today at some point. Yes, one more thing. Thank you for donating, those of you who have donated already to our live sew-alongs. The idea is that we want to make these free for everybody, but if you can afford to contribute something, you can buy us a coffee afterwards, after you've watched this, and that will support us through this tricky time. Right, so I haven't cut it out, but I thought it would be okay to cut it out together because it's quite an easy one, and I'm not going to do the press stud version. And I saw this fabric in my stash, and Jasmine this morning went to see some alpacas in the nearby, next to the village along. And so I thought I'd make her an alpaca T-shirt, because it's now her new thing to do. Now, it is a single. We're doing singles, aren't we? What I'm going to do... Oh, happy Easter, Sew Over It Angels. Happy Easter. I forgot to say that. Happy Easter, guys. So I'm going to do the short sleeve version. So I'm doing this one with the straight hem. And I'm also going to just do the regular neckband, so no press studs. The press stud version is really for little ones that, you know, it's awkward to get clothes on them. So that's what that one's for. And it's awkward to get clothes on Jasmine for a different reason now. She's going through a phase where she doesn't want to get dressed. All sorts of bribes happening to get things in. But then I thought, well, maybe if I make her a llama T-shirt, that will be something she'll want to wear. So I'll pin that. I only need one neckband. So I'm just going to cut out my sleeve first because I need two of those, or a pair. When it says a pair on a pattern, it means you do need the kind of mirror, two mirror versions of it. You can't just have two lefts or two rights. You do need a mirror, and that's why when we fold the fabric together, like we do, we always get that automatically. And I'm using cotton jersey. You want cotton jersey for the Elm T-shirt. You can actually, we have made one in viscose jersey, which was the long sleeved one, and it was quite sweet. But you tend to find that you're more interesting children's fabrics are in cotton jersey anyway, because I think that's better. I mean, it washes better, doesn't it? And that's important with little ones. So we need 2 of those. We've cut that. So let's now cut the other one. Sorry if there's some people here wanting to get sewing straight away, but I will cut this as quickly as I can. I am eyeballing the grain line, but I think it's fine. I've got it along the selvage. I'm pretty confident it's fine. Shh, don't tell the rest of the Sew Over It team. Shortcuts, you know, they turn their backs for one time and there I am, not doing things properly. Oh, I've cut the wrong shoulder there, haven't I? I need to just cut that in. I need to make sure I've got the version for without the Prestons. So it is officially Easter, and so far it hasn't felt like Easter for me, apart from the wonderful Easter tree that Mum and Dad created with Jasmine, which is my Friday flowers on Lisa Comfort Home today, so check that out. But yes, no sign of Easter yet, but this afternoon I am going to take the afternoon off when we finish, and I am going to make Easter nests with Jasmine. Oh, someone's just saying they've just signed up to the Stitch School and they absolutely love it. Thank you, Tracy. So yeah, I'm going to make Easter nests with Jasmine, which is basically cornflakes and melted chocolate. And then we haven't got any mini eggs to put in it, which normally we do. That's kind of how we'd make them over here, with some Cadbury's mini eggs. But the village shop that we're kind of using as our place to go once a week doesn't have them. So I'm going to put little chicks in. Oh, someone else just joined it. Oh, wonderful. That's the Stitch School, sorry. Yes, so I'm going to put, Mum's got like a box of Easter decorations, and so she is going to pop, yeah, she's got some little chicks in it, so I thought that's what we do. And I will take a photo of what we make and I'll pop it up on Instagram on my Lisa Comfort Home, which is where I'm putting that sort of thing up. I'm keeping Sew Over It to just sewing things, but Lisa Comfort Home is a bit more than I normally do. Normally it's just relative to kind of the Lisa Comfort Home side of things, so upcycling, but obviously at the moment I'm not able to do that much of that, so I'm talking about the garden, done a little garden thing with Dad that we're going to do every week on IGTV, which is on Instagram, showing my parents' garden, which is gorgeous. And then also just a few bits and bobs of other things that are going on in Yorkshire. I also randomly did a makeup video on how I do my makeup in the morning, because I was getting lots of requests for that, and normally I wouldn't do that, but I did it as a lockdown special. So if you want to know how I do my makeup, you can find that on the Lisa Comfort Home. I had thought that I was going to do loads of sewing. Oh. So nice having so many international people here with us today, guys. I absolutely agree, Lorianne. Lots of people from the US, and we often have people from South Africa. We've had Singapore, we've had Japan, Australia, and of course all over the UK. So it's lovely. Lots in Sweden as well. Sweden, Turkey. It feels very international. Right, I've done that one. I'm now just going to do the other one. Mr. Iron is playing up already. Okay. I'm going to fudge this grain line as well. It's fine. Oh, someone's working and listening at the same time, like a podcast. Oh, someone is joined from the Netherlands. Chantal from the Netherlands, and I also saw Brazil just pop up there. Wow. Oh, we're exotic, aren't we? So yes, I did think that I was going to get loads of sewing in for myself, as in by for myself I mean like just things that I wanted to sew that I wouldn't necessarily film, but I haven't had a chance. I think because I've taken on the online shop to do, I am just so busy. But all being well, Matt will probably come up next weekend to see Jazzy, and so I'll have a weekend off, so I'm hoping I'll get some in then. because I would really, I've got the things that I want to make. So if you saw my stash video on IGTV, you will have seen, I've done the same there. Shh, I'm cutting in the paper. Shh. If you, yes. Sorry, I was trying to read that and then it disappeared. On my stash video that I did, so I did a stash video on like what I've got up here with me. And if you remember, sorry, hi Tracy, I'm making the Elm T-Shirt, Poppy and Jazz, this. If you remember, there was a really bright green viscose, really fab. And I was thinking of making either a Heidi or something out of that. But I don't know, I quite like it a summery version, so I'll need to think about what to do with the sleeves. And I also have got some more of that Indian silk, and I wanted to make a couple of like midi length Lizzie skirts, because I haven't actually got any skirts or summery things up here, so not that we're yet in the high 20s or even in the 20s at all up in Yorkshire. But my sister, she's in Bristol, and she sent me a photo of her in a bikini yesterday. Ooh. I mean, my sister does love the sun, yeah. But I was like, wow, I think that's the first time, Anna, you've been out in a bikini in the UK. Well, in your garden, obviously. But yeah, they're very much an outside family, and her children love playing outside, so I'm sure this weather is really cheering them up at the moment. Like my poor sister, she's 40 in a couple of weeks, and she planned this big 40th birthday party, which of course isn't happening. So I need to think of how we can make it up to her, what we can do. And it's actually my mum's birthday tomorrow, but not a big birthday in that it's not a big age. So, but yeah, we wanted to make her a cake, but we can't because we can't get hold of flour. Can't get hold of self-raising flour. So this is how sad it is. So Mum went to do the food shop for the week yesterday, and as you know, you can only have one person. Mum bought her own birthday cake. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just... Anyway, we've managed to get a present ordered, so that's good. Dad and I have got her a nice present. And tonight I will be crafting a birthday card for her. And Jasmine will be as well. We need to do that, me and Jazzy, this afternoon. And she can obviously have some of our Easter cakes. Okay, we're almost there, guys. I just need to do the neckband, and then we're going to actually do some sewing. Yeah, I'm actually using the print to help me find the grain line. You can always do that if you're confident that the print is on the straight grain, which I'm kind of confident. Sometimes the print's off, it's not. Depends on the quality of the fabric. So yeah, so tomorrow, that's why I've decided I'm going to take tomorrow off. Completely off, I hope. And focus on Mum, because she's been amazing, looking after Jasmine, feeding us all. Both Mum and Dad have been amazing, but particularly Mum. So, yeah, going to go and collect some flowers from the garden for her, because I can't buy her flowers. Go and get a nice bunch of flowers. And tonight, so in the evenings, I'm often absolutely exhausted. By the time I get Jazzy down, it's about 8 o'clock. So I either have a bath or I watch an episode of something on Netflix just by myself, because I'm quite tired, and Mum and Dad usually watch different things. Sometimes we watch the same things, but I think, you know, it's nice for them to have some time without Jasmine and I as well. But tonight, we've said every Friday night, we're going to have movie night. So we're going to have movie night tonight. I don't know what we're going to watch. But yeah, just so it feels like trying to create that sense of being a weekend. Actually, helping with that is this. Not that it's a weekend, but no, don't worry, guys. This is not whiskey. It's beer. So I didn't get a chance to have my lunch. because Jasmine was we're all a bit behind. But my dad had already poured me out. Now, us comforts, we're not big drinkers, so he poured me out a little beer for lunch as a special Good Friday treat. And so I thought, do you know what? I'm going to have this with me. And I keep forgetting it's there. Anyone else joining me on, I'm sure the guys in the States won't be having a glass of wine or a beer at the moment. More like a coffee or a tea, I imagine. Right, just cutting those notches in, guys, and then we can do some sewing. Oh, you're chatting with each other, that's good. Chat, chat, chat. Yorkshire tea, Lorianne. Kim's also got a cup of tea. No one's joining me on the beer, on the small beer. Someone's making a coffee in Ohio. Wow, so what I'm watching at the moment, guys, lots of teas. Well, I'm normally the tea, I'm a tea queen. But yeah. Oh, someone's having a glass of wine whilst they're working. Yes, absolutely. You gotta take the positives, don't you? So yeah, the thing that I'm watching at the moment is Yellowstone, which I have quite unusual, not unusual, but I like all sorts of TV. So I like thrillers, and I like action things, and I like dramas, and I like period dramas, and I like things like Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I really do like all sorts of things. But I absolutely, I love Montana, and I've never been there, and I would love to go to Montana on holiday. And I was talking to a friend about that on the phone the other night, and they were saying, oh my goodness, you should watch Yellowstone. It's a Kevin Costner kind of drama, and it's about life on the ranch. And I'm now obsessed. So this is what I'm watching every evening, loving it and dreaming about when I'll eventually be able to come to the States. Now, we were meant to be coming this summer. Oh, is it, Lorianne? I didn't, So we were meant to be coming this summer, or I was, to the States and doing a bit of a Sew Over It tour. So I'm really sorry that we can't do that this year, but next year, eh? I still have every intention of coming and doing a little Sew Over It tour of some sort, but yeah, not this year, obviously. Okay. We're ready to start sewing. Okie dokie. So if you're making the version that I'm, which is version 2, or is it version 3, or is it version 2 and 3? It's slightly different sleeves, but the same construction. We are going to be starting off with our shoulder seams. Now I just want to check what the seam allowance is. I think it's a centimetre, yes, because it's little person. Little person. Oh, someone's watching Star Trek, something, yeah. I tell you, it's great. But I don't know if anyone else is finding this, but the Netflix recommendations I'm getting from friends at the moment is just overwhelming. It's like, unfortunately, I don't have the time, but anyone who's not got children, I guess, who is able to watch some Netflix whilst they're sewing or something, yeah, you could be ploughing through the series at the moment. But that is, I didn't manage to do much of that last weekend, but that's what I wanted to do, is a bit of Netflix sewing. Love a bit of Netflix sewing. You have to put on something though that's not thought-provoking, or that you don't need to concentrate too hard on, or something you've seen before. What I did last time was, last time I got a bit of a stint of Netflix sewing in, is I watched The Crown again, which I absolutely love, and I thought, well, do you know what, I love it so much, I'm going to watch it again whilst I sew. So that's what I did. Now, I do need you in a second, Mr. Iron, so let's pop you up. So we are doing the shoulder seam. Sorry, I've just been waffling about Netflix and not explaining what I'm doing. Right sides together, joining at the shoulder seams, and then we're going to sew that with a centimetre seam allowance. Okay, now I am sewing jersey, but I don't actually have a jersey, needle on, but I am going to stitch with a zigzag. So let's calm down on the Netflix and talk about the sewing. That's why we're here. Yes, so centimetre seam allowance, but we do need to use a zigzag stitch to allow for stretch in the seams, because the fabric is stretchy, so we need the seams to stretch with them. So I'm going to put it on stitch length 1.5 and then stitch width 1, which is what we recommend for sewing jersey. and I haven't got a jersey needle in my ballpoint needle in my machine, and I find that if I'm sewing cotton jersey I don't need one, but if it's viscose jersey I usually do need one because it can snag it. So yeah, it's important to have one then, but as long as your needle is relatively fine, I found that yeah, I can get away with sewing with a regular one with cotton jersey. Midsummer Murders, somebody's watching. Reverse. So let's just have a look at that. That's got the stretch in it, just like the fabric. So we can now trim those off. I thought I did bring my little scissors, so yeah, there they are. Okay, so now what we're going to do on the iron is I'm going to press those open. Excuse me guys, I've got leggings on today, not very glamorous, is it? I very rarely, I was speaking to a friend, another friend, who was saying, you know, I don't wear tracksuit bottoms. The most relaxed trousers I have are leggings, and I only ever wear them if I know I'm not going out. But at the moment, obviously, I'm not going out any day, but this is the first time I've worn them since lockdown, because I've been like making an effort to get dressed properly, just for me to feel good. Anyway, and yeah, I've got it's really nice, isn't it? I forgot how cozy leggings are. Oh, hello, Catherine from Sunny Bath. Are you in your bikini, Catherine? Like my sister in Bristol? Right, okay. So we have got the little sleeves there. Don't we need to stay them? Yes, question, okay. So we don't need to stay the shoulders. I don't think it's that important. It's important in... No, she's in her running gear. Okay, sorry. Very impressive, you running. I need to go for a run today as well. So yes, when you're with little ones, you don't need to worry about stabilising the shoulders. But you need to stabilise the shoulders, again, if you're using viscose or something like that, because viscose, what can happen is it can distort on a shoulder. So if you were making something in viscose jersey, or something that was really quite tight fitting, then you can stabilise it. But we don't recommend that you do it with our Bilberry t-shirt because that's a cotton jersey. So I think, again, it's viscose jersey tends to need a bit more stability and stabilising. Stability and stabilising, you know what I'm trying to say. Is that the neckband? No, where did that go? I have this. I have these. Do not have my neckband. So we know I just cut it out, so it can't have gone far. There's lots of things. Oh, there. Right, neckband. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to prep this. So we are going to stitch this. It's very annoying how it curls like that. And we're going to stitch it right sides together. And join those little short ends, and again it's a centimetre seam allowance. So remember, and we'll keep it on the zigzag stitch. Oops, there we go. Oh, that happened. It's good that that happened. What happens is, yes, I love my Bonina Activa as well. What happens is if you start stitching jersey right too close to the edge, it can get pulled underneath, sucked into the machine. So just start a little bit further back if that happens, and you should be fine. Oh, are you happy? Are you happy? It's making a little bit of a noise then. It's probably made a bit of a mess on the back. Yeah, it didn't actually sew. Well, I think we might have to change the needle after all that needle chat. We'll try again, but if it's missing stitches, it's often because of the needle. The needle's blunt. Let's see. Try again. Okay. Oh, we've got some other Bernina lovers watching. Yep, I do love my Bernina. So my Bernina I've had since I was 16. I'm just now going to press that seam open. So I was bought this by my parents for my 16th birthday, and I've had it ever since. So that's it now, pressed, and now I'm going to, it's very fiddly, but I'm now going to fold it in half lengthways, wrong sides together. So I'm going to use the end of the iron board here, and I'm going to pop it on there, like that. Ooh. That's it. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Sorry, there's questions and I can't see them. I think you're talking to each other, I hope so. Sorry, guys. I really thought it was very important that the team got a break today. I didn't want anyone to feel they needed to join in today, and I'm hoping they're enjoying their Easter, although I think there is definitely a little bit of work going on. I know obviously Nicole's working with you, but I think some of the others might be delving into emails because it's gone a little bit crazy. But hopefully they're delving in whilst being in their pyjamas. But yeah, I'm very lucky. They're so hard working. The sales been going crazy, which is wonderful, but I think they were like worried for me because I'm the main one, well, the only one doing the orders apart from Rosie doing the copy shop orders. And they were like, no, you got email, like my phone was buzzing this morning and they were like, guys, shall I just go into the emails? And then so Molly was like, Lisa, shall I just sort out the email inbox for you? Anyway, they're all so sweet. They're all like helping out. Very lucky person I am, having such a great team. Right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to mark the centre of this. So that seam is going to go on the centre back, but we need to mark where the centre front will go. So I just fold it in half like that. And then I'm going to place that pin on the right side. So I've got my T-shirt here with a neckline as a whole, and I'm going to place that on the little notch there, and then I'm going to place this one on the notch at the back. So that's the seam there. So the seam goes at the back, just so that's out of the way. And then we are going to need to stretch it. So stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. So when you do a neckband, it's the same with children's clothes as it is with adults. The neckband should always be about 10% smaller, and that's what keeps it in. So it's the same with this, really. Oh gosh, Molly's emailed you somebody this morning. Oh gosh, no. Bless them, they are so sweet. Emailing people on Good Friday. I'm a very, very lucky person. I hope they're not, though. Hope they're not now. I think as well, at the moment, it's a bit bizarre. I mean, normally this wouldn't be the normal situation, would it? So they wouldn't be at home, you know, and no one is working, you know, quite the hours that we normally do. So I think it's, apart from me, but I think it's, you know, it's, yeah, they're very kind. They're just, you know, thinking, well, I'm sitting in, I've got nice things to do, but I can't, you know, I've got a bit of extra time, so giving it to the company. Very, very good of them. Right, so I've done one side, and I've made sure that I've pressed open that, well, I said I've made sure, but then it's not actually. So that was pressed open, that shoulder seam, but I'm just going to make sure that I pinned it on one side, but I haven't done the other side, so that that stays like that. Otherwise, it's every chance that that's going to get curled and stitched in a lump. So now we're going to do the same on the other side. So certainly children's clothes is a really good place to start with dressmaking. But it's because it's easy in that it's, you know, nice little simple shapes and simple garments, and because the fitting of children isn't really the same, it's just, do I need to alter that elastic for their waist or not? So they're like little tubes almost going up and down, so very easy to make clothes for. But it is slightly fiddlier on the pinning and the sewing because they're little. I think that's the only added challenge. But it's very satisfying because you can make things up so quickly. So obviously we did the Tangerine Trousers last week, and they were such a lovely little project. It took me half an hour to make the version before we were doing it together. Right, that is now done. Give you context of how that is. It's like that. And I'm going to start at the centre back. I'm going to use my centimetre seam allowance. And I am going to, use my zigzag, same again. Okay, take that first pin out. Now I'm not going to reverse because we're going to come back round this way. I'm a bit nervous about whether my stitching is going to work. Let's see. So you just need to stretch the t-shirt underneath so that you don't get any pleats in. Oh, thanks, Anessa. Bless her. Give it a thumbs up. Oh. Oopsies. We got a comment on Instagram from somebody that was lovely today or yesterday, and actually Molly sent it through to me today because she must have been in there having a look, and it was saying, oh, it's like the old Lisa's back, like how it used to be when it was just Lisa running the show and doing everything. And I have to say that has been one amazing positive of this situation, is that I feel like I've kind of come back. You know, I've got more time for sew over, and I've been able to have more time to actually sew and do that with you guys, and that's been so nice. And we wouldn't have had that, would we? We wouldn't have had that opportunity to do that. And it's just made me realise I've got to find a way to continue this in some way. I mean, obviously I won't be able to do this every day, but in some way, so that we can continue it once we're all back to normal. Because I've loved it, and I can see that some of you have really loved it as well. Well, thanks, Lovey. But yeah, obviously it has been a team effort. Even though you're seeing me, you know how amazing the team are doing all of the, helping out with all the information that goes in the description, and that's why it's not very good today. And then the promotion of it all, and obviously answering all the questions. And Alex has been off this week, so Rosie has just been amazing. She's been on every single live Sewalong answering all the questions. Ah, I'm glad you guys like them, guys. I like them. Feelings mutual, and it's so nice to give. I feel like it gives my day structure, which is really important at the moment. Whoopsies. It gives the whole family's day structure, to be honest. Like, because it's structured, for mum and dad and for Jasmine. It's really good. It's a structure you need in these sorts of situations. Okay, right. We're going to press that. We're going to press the seam allowances down towards the t-shirt. Da, da, da. Oh, it's easier said than done. Now, I don't think we recommend top stitching on this. It's up to you whether you want to do it. I need to have a look and see. I don't think we did it on that one that we've got there, but I might have to do it on this because it is curling so bad. It's just gonna, well, it's not gonna drive me mad because I'm not gonna be wearing it, but, oh no, Nicole has done it. Yeah, we are gonna top stitch. But I'm gonna top stitch, yeah, we need to make sure that we top stitch we need to stop stitch with the zigzag, yeah? So we're gonna sew here. There. I'm going to take it off actually. I think that'd be easier. So I'm going to start at the back, seam again. I'm very excited about showing Jasmine this. A llama t-shirt. I think it could be a little another Easter present for her. Ooh, right. Off we go. So we're just doing it about 2 millimeters from the seam, keeping the same settings on the zigzag. So that's stitch length 1.5 and stitch width 1. Make sure that's there. I'm getting a bit of a chunky bit here, so I'm just going to have to pull it through, but I don't like to really pull through with jersey because then it can kind of give you a wrinkly effect once it's finished stitching. I might just release that pressure under here, help that feed through a little bit. So that was just releasing the presser foot pressure. So when it's a bit bulky, you can do that. And it will just feed it through a little bit more easily, but it doesn't obviously grip it quite as much. Okay. So who watching this is a chocolate lover? Love chocolate. So love chocolate. And I'm quite restrained in that I'm not one of those people that has chocolate every day. I have biscuits every day or cake, but not chocolate necessarily. But oh my goodness, I love it. And I haven't been out all week really, apart from to the post office to send some orders. Yes, chocolate, everyone's loving chocolate. So I need to go tomorrow and get, I know it's not essentials, but I'm gonna need to get some milk for Jasmine. So whilst I'm there, I'm gonna see if I can get an Easter egg for Mum and Dad. And hopefully they'll just give me some. I can't buy myself my own one. And I also don't want to assume that my poor mum has actually bought one either for me. She's been busy enough. But we've definitely got little Easter eggs for a hunt for Jasmine, which I'm very excited about. I love Easter egg hunts. But most excited, it's a bit like Christmas, that I can, I get more excited now that I have a child. And also a child now that understands about Easter egg hunts. But yeah, we'll have to keep Poppy in when we do it, because Poppy will just be like trying to eat everything. So this has done exactly what I wanted it to. It has kept that this down. It's still curling a little bit there, but I could trim that off. But look how lovely and neat it is there. So neckband is done, and that's definitely the hardest bit of this project. So we're now going to put the sleeves in, and like many t-shirt options, we're putting them in the flat. So that means you don't sew up the sleeve into a tube first. Where is it? Where did I put them, guys? On the floor. I bought all my Easter eggs early for the family. Well, that's good. Well done. Yeah, I did not. Never mind. Okay, so looks like this is exactly the same on the front and the back, because the notches are the same. Yeah, that is. So it doesn't matter actually which side you put it. So take one of your sleeves and you're going to hold it up like that, right sides down on top of your shoulder seam, and the notch that is at the top of the sleeve head, that goes on your shoulder seam. So we're going to then pin that on. And then I'm going to line up the next notch. And then I'm going to line up that. So raw edges. Oh, instead of Easter eggs, someone's bought themselves some patterns from Sewalong. Thank you. Oh, people seem like you've been getting prepared about the old Easter. Sounds very good. Mum and Jasmine today, they'd hard-boiled some eggs and they were dyeing them and then covering them in oil to make them shiny. So they're using food dye, and then So you sort of dip them in and then oil to make them shiny, and then they've made a little nest for some of the neighbours to leave on their doorstep. So sweet. So we are trying to do it, our Easter traditions. We just might not be eating as much chocolate as normal. That can't be a bad thing. Ooh. Okay, that's done. Oh no, there's one there, I just need to fill in there. So you've got a notch either side, you've got a notch at the top, and then you've got to line up your raw edges. So I'm going to do the other one now, pin them both, because this is holding, the pins are staying in this fabric nicely, so I'm not worried about them falling out on one side. Oops. Keep that seam pressed open. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. Somebody, Noella's son's girlfriend sent him, they sent him sent an Easter egg to him, her son's girlfriend, through Amazon, and they're 16. Oh, very sweet. Oops. Okay. My house is coming along well, guys. I didn't catch up with the guys doing the work there before Easter. Yeah, it was, it looks like, I can't believe it. Basically I was like, I'm not going to gut another house. I don't have the energy for that. And the guys have gone in there and they're not doing anything structural, but they essentially are gutting it because there's issues of woodworm in the floor, and so they've had to rip out some of the floorboards and treat things, and then a lot of the plaster has come away as well, so I think they say the plaster is blown, so they're having to replaster a lot of things. So actually it turns out lots is getting done. It's a good thing that I'm not there, because I think if I was there I would have done what I did with the other house and gone every day and then just got stressed about things, and yeah. So, but I'm using a different builder, and I really do prefer this guy. He just works in a much more suited to the way that I work. He's really good at managing expectations, and you know, there's no rush, is there? So I don't want to call him too much, because I realise they're working in unusual circumstances, and whilst it's safe for them to be working at the moment because the house is empty, and they're able to kind of social distance by just staggering the team, it's still quite hard to kind of get things there. I think materials and things that they might need aren't always so easy. Yeah, can't wait, absolutely can't wait. I'm so excited, and it's really nice to have a big thing like that to look forward to. And in a way, you know, if we weren't in lockdown and I'd stayed in London, then I would have been staying at my friend's house. So I wouldn't have been in my home yet. I would have been there whilst the work was going. So nice to be up in Yorkshire. As lovely as my friend is and her lovely children. Oh, hello, Melanie from sunny Devon. It's very sunny. I mean, it is sunny here. It's a bit overcast. It's sort of cloudy and sunny. But we do have sun, but we just don't have masses of warmth. But it's definitely sunny, which is really nice. Okay, one side done. Next side. Oopsies. So remember, your seam allowance is 10. Saying that for myself, so it's a centimetre. Oh, a couple of people from Devon. Oh, that's lovely. Oh. Very lucky if people have got gardens that they can go out in the weather. And if you haven't, stick your head out the window. That's what I used to do. I had sash windows and I'd be like, Stick them out. I've got to go fresh air. Oh yeah, my sister lives in Bristol, Kim. I think that's would you say it's bikini weather, Kim? She seems to think so. Starting early on her freckle collection. She's like me, she gets freckles. But she has got darker skin than I have. Oh, sunny in Suffolk as well. Oh, lovely. It could be. Oh, okay. Wow. Right. Well, I won't be teasing her then so much about it. Okie dokes. Right. So, trim those. Trim those. And trim that. And trim those. So guys, we're getting close to the end here. How are we doing for time? Well, we started a bit late, so I think we're going to finish it, aren't we? Right. So sleeves are now in. That's what it looks like. And so now we do the underarm sleeve seam and the side seams all in one go. And then we've just got the hemming. So if we press the seam, we're not going to press, but if you fold that down towards the T-shirt rather than the sleeve, and then we're going to pin those raw edges together. So I'm sorry that the bunny video that I did, those of you that missed the beginning, here she is, Flopsy. I want to put that, I want to make her French. Let's make her French and put it aside. So she is, I've made her and I don't have filmed it for this channel, but I was going to put it up this afternoon, but I haven't edited it. So I'll have to edit it at some point, maybe this evening, and I will get it up because I wanted you guys to have a chance to have a go at it for Easter Sunday if you wanted to make anybody one. But yeah. She's a bit, I didn't use a pattern. She's a bit of a funny shape. She's got a bit of a small head, hasn't she? But I think she's cute all the same. I think hopefully Jazzy will like her. She'll like the fact that she can take her dress on and off. That's what she'll like. So Jasmine is going to get that bunny and she's going to get an alpaca T-shirt. Oh, no doubt a few little eggs. She'll do all right, won't she? Oopsies. Ow! Ooh! Ow! Oh, yeah. Stabbed myself. Oh, that's good. Noella's making a Dana dress, Dana dress rather, out of our India Edit fabric. Oh, I have been keeping in touch with my contacts out in India and asking them how they're all doing. And it's a very difficult time out there for them. It's complete lockdown. They're not able to do anything, so that's obviously challenging, especially because they don't have the welfare system. So anyway, I'm like, guys, as soon as I can get back out there to India, I will. So I would like to go maybe this autumn if it's possible and it's safe to do so, and I can get us some more lovely fabric. I also guys, I forgot to, I have actually taken a photo of me in my Betty dress. Dad did it in the garden, looking lovely. He has, I'm going to put it up, hopefully, on Instagram. So if you want to see what I look like in that lovely yellow silk Betty dress that we sewed together, make sure you check out the Sew Over It Instagram. Okay, so we're now, sorry, again, I've just gone into autopilot. I am now going to stitch from here all the way down there. We don't sell Indian fabric on our site normally, no. It's just when I went to India recently for a work trip, I bought a load of fabric and we had a special Indian sale. But unfortunately, it went so well. I think it gone in about 12 hours. So I will try and get more next time because, yeah, it was frustrating for a lot of people that they missed out on it. If anyone's tuning in now with this glass, they're so going to think I'm like drinking neat bourbon. Neat bourbon or, yeah, I've been inspired by Yellowstone that I'm watching. Whiskey. It's not apple juice, it's beer. It's not whiskey, it's beer. Oh, Coco has turned into a proper country cat still, guys. She caught another mouse today. She's found out where there's a little nest. They must be having babies in a nest, and she's keeps going back there. I mean, obviously it's good, but oh no, don't do French seams in knit fabric. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I think that would, well, if you were using like a silk viscose, it could be potentially doable, but nah, I wouldn't do it in other things because you're gonna get it curling and then it's gonna just be, yeah, and I also think it will reduce the amount of stretch that you have as well. So yeah, it's best if you, yeah, you don't do that because you need the seams to stretch still. As much as I love a French seam, the most satisfying thing is to look inside a garment and see a French seam. But yeah, and you don't need to because it doesn't fray, so. I know that's not why you would be doing it. You'd be doing it because, you know, it looks lovely, but yeah, I wouldn't bother doing that. Yeah, they like to bring them in and show you, don't they, if they catch mice or birds. It's like a little gift. I remember that from our cat growing up. We had a cat growing up and she was like a proper farm cat, really, and she used to catch like the biggest rats from the woods behind and bring them, or rabbits, and like chew the head off. Ooh. Gross. So yeah, Coco is quite a small cat, so hopefully she just sticks to mice. Right. Pressing these seams open, guys, down the shoulder, sorry, the side seam, and then under, what I'm going to do, just stretch out that sleeve and do the underarm there. Don't think I did it there, did I? No. And then it is time for hemming. So hemming is going to be centimetre seam allowance, hem allowance, I believe. If it's a little bit more than that, that's fine. So I'm just going to press over my hem on the bottom of my t-shirt. Okay, and then move that round. And same here. Okay, so that's done. And then I'm going to do the same on the sleeves. It's a bit fiddlier on those, just flip them over and press that. And then the same here. Okay, we're done. Right, so now we can just press the, stitch these in place. So on the sleeve, I'm just going to start at the underarm seam. It's a bit fiddly this, and obviously if you're making it for even littler people, it will be even fiddlier. But get the sleeves done first, and then that's just the easy hem to do. So even though I've pressed it, I am just correcting it a little bit as I go around, because it's hard to press it perfectly without a sleeve on. The size she's sewing, I'm sewing size, I think it's 3 to 4. Jazzy is almost 3, but she's definitely in 3 to 4 sizes. So it's Jasmine's birthday in May, early May. She'll be 3. And I have got her already, because I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to, get her anything by the time it was her birthday. So I've bought it already, and I've got her little kitchen. Because our friend where we were staying before I moved up here, her little girl has one, and Jasmine loved it. So I've got her, and her favourite colour is red, so I've got her a red kitchen, and I've got her some like wooden fruit and vegetables for it, and food, and like a pizza, tea party stuff. So excited. I tell you, it's taking every little bit of self-discipline to not give it to her right now. But that would then mean I had nothing to give to her for her birthday. So, and also the whole idea was that, you know, she'll be moving into a new house, and that's, you know, going to be another change for her. But she'll have her new little kitchen next to Mummy's kitchen. Yeah. Right, that's one done. Let's do the next one. I don't really know anyone who doesn't like, I mean, I even know, you know, obviously little boys as well love, in fact, it was so funny, when we went to look at this house, so I actually had found 2 other houses, so I found, since sort of our old house went on the market and it sold very quickly, but then it took a while for things to kind of happen, and in that period I was obviously looking for a house for Jasmine and I found 2 that were great, and they both fell through. And then the house that we've ended up with, you know, it was in the new year, and I knew that I had to be out of my house very, very soon, and so it was all very stressful. But fortunately, the kind of housing market recovered a little bit, and in the new year after Christmas, lots came on the market. But I didn't have time then to necessarily go and see them by myself, so I just picked up Jasmine from nursery and arranged to see about 3. Sorry guys, sorry, Sunday's shaking. It might be we've just not got as good a position. I don't know why it's shaking today. Anyway, so I looked at 3 houses with Jasmine, and I sort of tried, you know, I was like, well, we're going to go and look at our new houses for Mummy and Jazzy, and you know, I was like, what are we looking for in the house? And she was like, a door. I was like, oh, that'll be easy. A kitchen. Oh yeah, didn't quite understand, you know, a sofa for Poppy and Coco. Anyway, it was very sweet. And we went into the house that we then got, and there was a little kitchen in there that somebody had been playing with. There was a little boy living there. Actually, no, it wasn't that house. That was in the house further along, but there was a little kitchen in there. It was the little boys who lived in that house. She absolutely loved it, and had a tantrum when I was like, we've got to go now, Jasmine. No, it's not our house. She just wouldn't leave. But when we went to see our house, she ran upstairs to the bedroom. There's 2 bedrooms, and she was like, oh, where's my bed? My bed's not here. And I was like, well, no, it's not our house yet. Yeah, very sweet. Anyway, so we've been talking a lot about her bed, because she's going to have a big girl bed. Get rid of the cot. It's a sew quake. Love what you did there, play on words. Right, I'm trying to not sew too quickly, guys. So, what were we, I saw something come up and I've lost what I was going to say. Something to do with, oh yes, video update. Oh, look, yeah, is it, oh, wait a sec. Is it because that's not tight enough? So, woohoo, spinning round, guys. No, that's not. That's it. don't know if that's going to be any better. A little bit. Anyway, yes, video update. There isn't going to be a video update of the house because I can't go in and I've got to go in and actually film it, which I can't do. And I'm not sure if my builder will be able to film it, but I am going to put up a few little photos and stuff on Instagram. So if you want to keep an eye on, if you're interested to know what's happening with the house, and just make sure you follow Lisa Comfort Home, and I'll put stuff up on Instagram stories when I have it. Okay, so it's now been an hour. But we're almost done, guys, aren't we? So we might as well finish. We're just on the hem. Last thing, I'm lining up, I should have said, I was chatting away, but I'm lining up the bottom of the hem, that fold, with the right hand side of the presser foot. Okay guys, there we have it. We're not in a hurry. Okay, so we are going to trim those. Have I trimmed those? Not that one. And now I'm just going to give it a nice press from the outside. Just move that over so you can see, and just press it flat, and that will just flatten and the stitching as well, because it can kind of make it a bit ripply. But all you need to do is give it a nice press, and it just sorts that out. Whoopsies. Okay guys, done. Ta-da! Jasmine has her alpaca or llama, I don't know what it is, but she has her little t-shirt for Easter, so I'll give her that with her little bunny. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that. It was nice to see you all again. And I will be putting that video up hopefully at some point today. And I will, yes, the bunny one, sorry. And if you've missed this, you'll be able to watch this. All of our videos, all of our lives go up onto our YouTube channel, so you can watch them afterwards if you can't see them live. Make sure that we have got a the links to all the patterns and stuff, or to our website, is below. And if you want to donate anything to us, that would be wonderful. And thank you so much if you have already. Our links to it are below. Have lovely Easters, guys. I will be live on Instagram on a tea and a chat on Sunday at 2 o'clock. So I'll see you then. Bye guys.